right now on 12 News at 10.
I'm Tiani Jadaling in Phoenix. Police are investigating a shooting that led to a barricade situation in this neighborhood. We spoke to one neighbor who says his aunt was held at gunpoint. Those details tonight.
I'm Gabriella Becerra in Gilbert. 2 council members say someone tampered with their irrigation systems. Why they think they were targeted, coming up.
I'm Chase Golightly in North Phoenix. A 20-year-old has been charged for damaging a speed enforcement camera. The video coming up.
And 2 more communities end their deals with Flock as the controversy over the cameras continues.
12 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. We're following 2 breaking news stories right now. Both involve barricade situations. Let's start with live pictures right now from the scene near 51st Avenue and Maryland in Glendale. Details are fairly limited, but here's what we know. Police say a man with multiple warrants is now in custody after barricading himself inside a home. Glendale police say they'll provide another update on how all of this played out sometime tomorrow morning.
And we're also tracking a scary scene unfolding in South Phoenix. Neighbors say that 2 suspects terrorized a neighborhood and held a woman at gunpoint. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Police say that they're investigating a shooting that led to that barricade situation near 23rd Avenue and Baseline. That's where 12 News journalist Tiani Jadalang continues to cover the scene. Tiani, what's the latest?
Mark Caribe, Phoenix police say this wasn't an officer-involved shooting, but they were trying to contact someone inside one of these homes right behind me because they say that individual was also involved in a shooting with another suspect. Take a look at some of this footage that was shot of the scene earlier this afternoon. Several police vehicles, ambulances, and even some SWAT vehicles lined the street. Police say 2 people were involved in a shooting. The last update from investigators was that they were trying to contact one of them inside a home, with the other suspect's location unknown right now. Now, this is another video shared by a neighbor. It looks like an individual is on the ground and being taken into police custody. That's something we're still working to confirm this evening. Meanwhile, we did speak with one neighbor who tells us the suspects were going from house to house, eventually entering his aunt's home and holding her at gunpoint.
And I got a frightening call from my aunt telling me that I needed to get here as soon as possible. She was scared, traumatized, I'm assuming. And I told her, I was like, what's going on? Give me a rundown. She was like, 2 men broke into my house and one of them held me at gunpoint and I almost got, I don't want to say it on television. As soon as I got here, I got more information from my aunt telling me that there's a guy in a black shirt and in a red shirt, that the guy in the black shirt was the one that held her hostage at gunpoint and was just going around breaking windows and all that. That's how it all started, breaking windows. And as soon as he managed to break a window, he went inside and everything happened.
The teen says his aunt didn't know the individuals who broke into her home. She's now safe and is being helped by Phoenix PD. Now, this is an active and ongoing investigation. As we learn more from Phoenix PD, we'll have those details for you here on 12 News. Live in Phoenix, I'm Tiani Jadalang, 12 News.
All right, Tiani, thank you. Also developing tonight, 2 dogs were rescued from a fire near 19th Avenue and Indian School Road. Phoenix fire crews found heavy smoke and flames shooting out from a duplex. Both dogs were given oxygen and reunited with their owner. One person and those dogs will be displaced tonight. Investigators are still working to determine a cause.
Tonight, a wild story coming out of Gilbert where 2 town council members say their irrigation systems were tampered with, causing major water usage and excessive bills.
Yeah, and it comes after months after last month's election that brought about some major change to the town council, with all of the incumbents losing their bids for re-election. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is joining us live in Gilbert with what happened. Gabby?
Well, Mark Caribe, both of these incidents happened several months apart from each other and after the Gilbert Town Council voted to increase water rates. Over the past 3 years,
and this poor thing.
Gilbert Council member Jim Torgeson tells me his home has been vandalized several times.
Then it happened again and again.
From white paint thrown over his roof to his fountain being smashed, Torgeson says the damage adds up to thousands of dollars. But there's one incident he didn't expect.
This was a different box. It was a metal box. Okay. There was a physical lock in it. Okay. That was popped in and then pushed back out.
Torgeson tells me someone broke into his irrigation box and changed the timers to run continuously for hours.
And so that was just tens and tens of thousands of gallons of water just lost. Somebody thought it was funny. And that's the same thing that's happened to Chuck.
Our landscape timers were on from noon to about 6 a.m. every day. And that is not something that we do, of course.
Vice Mayor Chuck Bongiovanni tells me he didn't realize what had happened until he received his water bill.
The bill came and it was about $1,200, which is not usual for us. I mean, we usually are about $175, $178.
Neither council member knows who tampered with their irrigation systems. Why do you think they're targeting you guys?
Well, I don't know. Water and council, maybe? Just maybe.
The council voted to raise water rates because we had to, and people are upset about that.
The town council voted 4-3 last February to increase water rates for a third consecutive year, this time by 25%.
Please vote.
An increase both Torgerson and Bongiovanni voted against.
Motion carries 4-3.
It's kind of ridiculous to target us when we're trying to build a future for Gilbert for water.
While they think it'll be close to impossible to figure out who did this, they're hoping more homes won't be affected.
The more you do, the less good people want to serve. The less people, there shouldn't be a fear when you're trying to make an informed decision of, oh, is my house going to get vandalized?
And both Torgerson and Bongiovanni's terms will be up in January. Live in Gilbert, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thanks. At some point, this will end. We will get nice and cool, and we'll once again have the best weather in the country. But it won't be tomorrow, right?
No, it's not going to be tomorrow, and it wasn't today. We're hitting 117, hitting another record out there today. We did hit 117 also on this date back in 2011. So we tied the record. We were 12 degrees above the average, and even at 10:07 at night, we are at 104, which is close to where we should be for daytime highs. Now, tomorrow will be the third consecutive day of record highs. We're headed for 115 tomorrow afternoon, beating the 2023 record by a degree. Then Friday, even though we're still in the extreme heat category, we will not be setting a record high on Friday. There is relief in sight. By Sunday, we drop below 110. The mugginess is going to go up, same with the storm chances. Along the rim, we're in the mid to upper 90s this week. Fewer storms, but same thing for the weekend. Those storm chances will start to go up across the state. Flagstaff, same thing, mid-80s the next couple days. We drop down to the low 70s by early next week with rising weekend storm chances. More on the rain threat for the valley coming up in my full forecast. Mark?
All right, Linz, thanks. More valley cities continue to rethink their use of flock cameras. The city of Tempe and town of Cave Creek announced today that they're ending their agreements. Flock cameras are automated license plate readers that create a searchable database of every car that drives by. Tempe Mayor Corey Wood says that the risks outweigh the need to keep them. In recent weeks, multiple Valley police officers have been fired or placed on leave over possible misuse.
And one of the officers accused of misusing those cameras was cleared of any wrongdoing today. Surprise police say that a technical glitch caused Flock's internal audit system to wrongly flag the officer's searches. They say that it was because the officer was using a bookmark in a web browser. However, the city of Surprise still plans to end its contract with Flock and suspend access of all license plate reader networks.
And speed cameras, we're also talking about those nonstop. They've become a real hot button issue. And tonight, look at this video from a Phoenix speed camera showing, reportedly at least, and I think it's pretty clear what's going on, a 20-year-old man literally attacking the camera. He's now facing serious charges. It happened last week in North Phoenix, right across the street from an elementary school.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with the police about the incident and just how much damage was caused.
The camera was right about here, facing the street right in front of Boulder Creek Elementary School to catch anyone who may be speeding through this area when school is in session. Now, Phoenix police tell me the suspect in this case was just arrested yesterday, telling me he wasn't that hard to find.
I mean, when you look directly into a camera, it is going to help with identification purposes.
Phoenix police say this is 20-year-old Brandon Ribadenera, looking directly into a speeding camera before he started kicking it multiple times and pushed it over.
It's not every day that you see an incident like this.
Sergeant Chris Berriesa with the department says at around 10 a.m. while school was in session, Ribadenera activated the camera by going above the speed limit. It captured his license plate and car. But instead of just dealing with the ticket, police say he immediately parked his car, walked over to the machine, and then
essentially started to assault it.
Multiple people called 911 to report what was happening. Police say Ribadenera didn't stop there.
And then came back a short time later and with a truck and attached tow straps to the camera and then tried to pull the camera away,
dragging it a short distance before the strap snapped, leaving the camera lying in the road. Using the footage it captured, the 20-year-old was arrested at his home on Monday and taken into custody without incident. Instead of just dealing with a speeding ticket for a couple $100, police estimate the 20-year-old caused more than $47,000 worth of damage and was charged with a Class 4 felony for criminal damage, which could lead to time behind bars.
I think anyone would much rather just have a ticket.
According to arrest documents, Ribadenera was already on probation or parole for a felony hit-and-run case that injured someone. The county prosecutor asking he be placed on a $25,000 bond in this case.
Based on the continual law violations that the suspect or has been convicted of and has committed.
The judge instead gave Ribadenera a $15,000 bond, and if posted, he will be given electric monitoring. This isn't the first time one of these cameras has been vandalized, but this is the first arrest. As for the camera here, it's still under repair. We don't know when it will be back up and running, but Phoenix still has 16 others around the city. We're in North Phoenix. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase, thank you. Still ahead, some shocking images continue to come out of Nepal, where floods have killed dozens of people and left many American tourists missing. Plus, Arizona settles a major lawsuit against Meta. The new safeguards put in place to protect children and help parents keep their kids safe.
And in sports, ride your bike to work day for the Cardinals. How the team took part in a unique tradition before their joint practice with the Packers. And at 10:13, let's give you a live look over downtown Phoenix. Stay right here. 12 News at 10 is coming right back.